Hi guys, hope you're all doing safe and well during this isolation period, and I hope you are looking after yourself. So, today I've decided to draw a card to show you to answer a few of your questions and also to explain what the King of Swords means. So, the King of Swords is a very good and positive card. It's a card about feeling authoritative, it's about trying to take your strong qualities and utilize them. So often, when we go through something, we feel so helpless and we feel like I just cannot find a direction. I'm banging on doors that don't want to open, and there just becomes this fear embedded within us. So, this card is asking you to be able to find a bit of clarity. And the only way you're going to find that clarity is if you're going to isolate your fears from your reality. So during this period, I would like you to take a little bit of time out and sit down with your thoughts and then look at them, write them down. I know it might sound boring, but do it. If you cannot invest this time in your own self, you won't be able to invest any time. What's the point of investing time in anyone else? So the thoughts that are overwhelming you, the fears that are overwhelming you, jot them down. Write down what you think is on your mind and making you feel that it's too much to handle. And then look at it and ask yourself, why am I allowing these fears to manifest? Is it because it is something that's real that's going to happen? Is it something that's not within my control? Or is it because I just feel like I'm afraid everything's been too much for me to handle, and a mix of everything? Because sometimes what happens is we allow all the different emotions to mix together and it makes us feel overwhelmed. So jot down why you're feeling this way. Just point forms so you can read through it and understand it. And then go to the next column and ask yourself, what were the things that I thought I couldn't get through? Passing an exam, whether it was a school exam, whether it was a university exam, a driver's license. For me, it was life in the UK test. Just different things that you may have achieved and you thought were too much to handle. And then ask yourself, am I feeling this way because of a complex of emotion that's driving my fear? How do I take back authority in my life? How do I give myself clarity in my life? What am I doing to isolate my fear from my reality? So this card for the week has come up and it's asking you to be able to isolate your emotions, to be able to think clearly, to look at your life from the outside as a third person and look at how you can make things work for you without allowing fear. When you're advising someone that you care about, you have hope for them. So the fear is put aside. You may feel a bit anxious for them, but you have hope because you see their strength, you know what they can achieve, and you want to give them that confidence to go forward. So that's why I am asking you to jot these little things down, because I'd like you to be able to give yourself that ability to trust yourself again and to say, I can do this. I'm able to do this. It's difficult. I feel stressed. I feel alone. I feel anxious. I feel certain people don't understand what I'm going through. I feel like my partner, sibling, friend, boss doesn't understand me right now. But the most important thing is for you to understand yourself. When we start giving in to fear, when we start building on that fear and building other things within it, it becomes so big that we cannot handle it. It becomes overwhelming, and even common sense decisions we're unable to make. We feel very, very vulnerable. And you shouldn't feel bad about it because we all go through this at different times in our lives. So it's very important to be able to isolate your emotions and identify your fear, identify why these fears are there, and try not to build on it. Your fears are not Lego. And you know, Lego can be a pain in the backside. So your fears are not Lego. Do not build on them. So I'm going to leave you with this card, which says, find your authoritative side. This week, try to find clarity. Try to find where you are going and what you want to do. We're all born with intuition. All of us have the ability to take control of our lives and to understand what we're fated to do. But so often our intuition and our fears sit side by side so very closely that we confuse it. And when we look at past decisions we have made, past decisions that may not have worked for us, we allow the fear more control in our lives. So this week, this card is asking you to take a break mentally and emotionally, to work on your fears, to identify them, and to be able to say, I've got clarity, I'm trusting my intuition, and I'm going to go forward. Have a wonderful week, and I will be on doing a live session soon. Take care.